Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell no. Hell no. What the damn? What the damn? Hey, what's up, Royal fam? Welcome back to the 2 Hour TV channel. I'm your host, King Cram. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of good content, a lot of content coming for y'all. We're gonna go live a lot more, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Today we're gonna be reacting. Y'all, we gotta go and address the elephant in the room. Somebody done shot at that boy Trump. White male Republican. Done shot at y'all boy Trump. Ain't that something, y'all? Look at that. Look at that. Like, why y'all think it happened? Y'all make sure y'all get in the comments. Get in the comments and give y'all take on why it happened. But y'all, it's amazing how tables turn. We're gonna get into some videos, y'all. We're gonna see everybody reaction from the left to the right. We will be doing a lot of more political commentary. So make sure, like I said, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button now. Share the stream, get in the comments, all that, y'all. But be ready and make sure y'all subscribe. I'm gonna shout out every YouTuber video that we do react to too, y'all. So make sure y'all subscribe to them too. It's funny how times change, y'all. It's funny. It's amazing how it's always cool for Trump to say he gonna slap somebody, he gonna shoot one of his ops or something. It's funny how everybody's reacting now. When something happened to him, everybody want to be nonviolent. Everybody y'all want peace now. Now everybody want peace. The media is so wrong right now, y'all. It's just crazy. We're gonna go ahead and get to the video, y'all. Like I said, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get to the video.
Respect by recognizing regular hardworking Americans are a lot smarter than any of the ideological eunuchs in all of their pontificating glory.
Okay.
It's true. My people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay?
Wait a minute. He can stand in the middle of Fifth Ave and shoot somebody, y'all. Did y'all hear that? He can stand in the middle of Fifth Ave and shoot somebody. And he ain't gonna lose no voters. Y'all, this video is 8 years old. 8 years old. This is the type of stuff Trump been saying all this time, and it's funny. It's funny to me how tables turn, y'all. Like, it don't even make no sense. He said he can stand in the middle of the street and shoot somebody, then he won't lose no voters. But now when he get grazed by a bullet, all his voters and everybody want to call for peace. See how them tables turn, y'all? That was 8 years ago. Now look what's happening. Don't none of us be wanting no violence. We don't want political violence and none of that. But Trump been talking about he gonna slide on his ops and lock people up, slap people in the face, calling people fat pigs, all kind of stuff, y'all. So it's funny to see how everybody's reacting. We're gonna get to.
Lucky for us, the guys over at Sealskin were cool enough to send out one of their car covers.
Make sure y'all subscribe to David Packman on YouTube. We're gonna get to David Packman video. Let's see some of the fallout, y'all.
Trump suffered an assassination attempt during a political rally campaigning for his 2024 presidential run in Butler, Pennsylvania. These are the sorts of events that
now, y'all, look at dude. White male Republican, 20 years old. Look at him. That's the shooter, y'all. That's the shooter. That's who shot at y'all boy Trump. A white male Republican. Ain't that something? Everybody always trying to talk about the left and all this. But out of all people, who you see shooting at Trump? Like, why? What's his motive, y'all? What do y'all think? Honestly, get in the comments, y'all. Get in the comment section. We don't know. We don't know everything, but because this is a developing story. But look at that guy. Just look at him, y'all. What come to y'all mind when y'all see him? But make sure y'all subscribe to David Packing channel. David Packing on YouTube. He do a lot of good content. I mess with that boy David Packing. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. But look at this guy, y'all. Honestly, look at him. Out of all people. Gotti.
Fortunately, happen very infrequently in the United States, although more frequently historically than in many other countries, and we will talk about that. So much happening at once, but one of the real differences here from prior assassination attempts is that we are in an environment of social media. And so instantly when this happened, the video was everywhere. Former President Trump, okay, reportedly a bullet grazing his ear. We will take a look at the video here as this took place. Confusion briefly, and then relatively quickly, everyone realizing this is not part of the planned event. Take a look, take a listen if these are not images or audio that you have yet seen or heard.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Wow. This is ridiculous, y'all. Come on. Wow. Assassination attempt on the former president. Boy, this is ridiculous, y'all. This is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, just from me looking at this video and analyzing it a little bit, it just seemed like the Secret Service and the police, it seemed like they didn't even know what to do. It seemed like they was on their first day on the job. When everybody clocked in that day, they was like, they ate too many donuts or something that day, because I'm not gonna lie, they didn't look too good as a unit.
If you're only listening at this point in time, after Donald Trump reached up to his ear, which was bleeding, he was sort of brought down behind his lectern by security, believed to be all Secret Service agents. There is sort of audio that you hear about, we're down, we're moving. Eventually, they moved Trump off stage. And by this point, the shooter had already been killed by a sniper.
Like, what? Come on now. Why? Like, if you a former president, you would think that dude, like this guy right here, like these agents that's dressed like this, that's looking like that, like they should probably be on stage with the president, and they should be other places to where they got everything secure. It's crazy. It's funny, y'all, because I just realized something. Beyonce got better security than this. Shout out to Beehive. Beyonce got better security than this, y'all. Come on, man.
Did you guys know that UMGC tuition is low cost and you pay $0?
Nope.
And that they are ready to move. And then you will see as Trump gets up, pumping his fists, asking to put his shoes on.
Wow.
We're clear! We're clear! We're clear! I got you. Let me get my shoes. Hold on, your head is bloody. So we gotta move to the bus.
Trump like, I done lost 2 pair of J's during these rallies. I'm not finna lose another pair of Jordans. Give me my damn shoes. Trump said, hey, if y'all don't get my J's and put them on, y'all, hey, this is gonna be a real problem. Give me my shoes.
Let me get my shoes. Okay, my shoes down. Watch out.
Wait a minute. Did he say wait so he can throw up the black power fist? Bruh. Come on now, y'all. Oh my. He said wait so he can throw up the black power fist. Wow. He knew. He said, oh no, I'm finna get the perfect photo op right now. He knew. He was like, wait. I need a thumbnail. And the only thing you can think about, black power fist. I'm gonna throw up the black power fist. This is classic. Wow.
Wow. And Trump pumping his fists there and sending the crowd into a tizzy. It is impossible in 5 minutes to break down the facts, the political environment, the cultural implications, what went wrong as far as security goes, the story about the shooter. It's simply impossible. And so we're going to take it a step at a time, which I think is the only way that we can do it. Thomas Matthew Crooks is the name of the shooter.
Thomas Matthew.
We don't normally name shooters in general in the United States shooting sort of environment on this show, particularly in mass shootings. This is a different situation, and the shooter's history, including name confusion about other people sharing the same name, is part of it. So I don't see any other way to avoid doing that. 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, a registered Republican, wearing a Demolition Ranch shirt. That's a YouTube channel that does firearms stuff. Describe.
Did y'all hear that? A registered Republican. Registered Republican. White male with an AR-15. Tried to take the former President Trump life, y'all. I hope all y'all, no matter what side you is on, you paying attention to the facts. Y'all at least pay attention to the facts.
Described by former classmates, including Max Smith, as definitely a conservative, is indeed the shooter. He was killed on sight, laying down on a rooftop some distance from the stage at which Trump was speaking. How did he get access to that rooftop? Why did it take so long to neutralize the threat? Questions that are being asked that we will get to, questions that are also leading to significant conspiracy theories. I want to address one other aspect, and I want to make clear that my goal here is to tell you what we know.
Damn. That's definitely something when I even heard this on the news, y'all, there was the number one thing that came to my mind that I got scared for. I said, it's gonna be so many conspiracy theories. It don't make no sense. Like, a lot of people just can't. A lot of people can't live in reality. Everybody, like a lot of people in America is living in the alternate reality of their own, and it's just a shame. It's just a shame. Shout out David Pakman. Make sure y'all subscribe to David Pakman on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe. And make sure y'all definitely subscribe to Too Hot for TV, because we're gonna keep y'all informed with the news and the facts.
We know, and if there are specific claims that are being made where the information is still incomplete, I will tell you that as well. There is a claim circulating that despite being a registered Republican and being described, Crooks, as a conservative, there's a claim floating around that in 2021, he made a $15 donation to a progressive cause through Act Blue. Now,
Whoa, wait a minute. Go back to that, y'all. Let's go back to that. Packman, see, look, Packman coming with them receipts.
That despite being a registered Republican and being described, Crooks, as a conservative, there's a claim floating.
Now let's take a look at that, y'all. Okay. So it's two different Thomas Crooks. It seems like people is confusing them. That's what's going on. See, y'all? See? Look at this. In black and white.
Around that in 2021, he made a $15 donation to a progressive cause through Act Blue. Now, that may be true or it may not be true.
Mm-hmm.
If it's true, the weird thing would be Act Blue.
Your dedication is impressive. Remember, a commander is only as powerful as their ships. Ships serve as your primary means to explore the galaxy.
Reportedly doesn't accept donations from those under 18, and he would have been under 18 at the time. On the other hand, it has been widely reported that there is a Thomas Crooks, not Thomas M. Crooks, just Thomas Crooks, an older man, also from Pennsylvania, and that's the individual that made the $15 donation. Quite frankly, I don't think it makes too much of a difference one way or the other. But this is something that is currently under dispute. It is a situation here where we really need to consider the environment in which this is happening. Now, as President Biden said when he addressed the nation, we don't yet know the specific motive for why this individual did what he did. There are reports from classmates that he was bullied for a long time. Trump's a bully. Did he not like Trump because of that? At the same time, if you look at the last week of conspiracy content, you will see people like Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes and others going after Trump for not openly supporting Project 2025 or because of what was allegedly revealed in the Epstein papers about Trump. That's not something that even other right-wingers would like. Could that?
Now, y'all, if y'all haven't yet, Google Project 2025. If you don't know about the Heritage Foundation, I suggest you learn about them, y'all. Google Project 2025. And you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna see what is going on behind closed doors, what a lot of these people at the state and local levels got planned and what they want to put in place. Google Project 2025. And we already know, y'all. We already know Alex Jones. Alex Jones been crazy for I don't know how long. Ever since the first time I seen Alex Jones and listened to any of his content, I was like, wow. I knew when I first listened to Alex Jones, I said, he either playing a character or he really believe all the bull crap is worth that come out of his mouth. Either way, it's bad.
That have been part of the motivation. I'm not asserting any of these as motivations. What I'm saying is we really don't know the specific motivation here. It's also relevant in my mind that the shooter was 12 when Trump was elected in 2016. In a sense, the political world of MAGA and Trumpism shaped this entire guy's worldview in the sense that he did not exist as an aware, independent thinking person, even semi-rationally, right? I mean, 12, outside of MAGA being a force in politics in the United States. And that is something that we are going to consider as well in terms of the violent rhetoric we have seen almost exclusively from the American right wing. Now, I think I need to say this, even though I know my audience already knows it. Trump must be defeated by voting. I can't believe I even have to clarify this.
Seriously, that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's a lot of conspiracy theories going around. People talking about President Biden sent the orders, like Biden sliding on his ops or something. Like, y'all, we got to cut it out. We got to cut it out. We got to live in reality. Like, honestly, did y'all see how it was when Barack was running. When Barack Obama was running for president, everybody was sending death threats to him and his family, his wife, like, and it was even reported that somebody was in the elevator with a gun with President Obama. Didn't nobody care? Didn't nobody cry? Wasn't nobody like, it's a miracle he survived, or none of this, like everybody doing now. So y'all got to remember that stuff. A lot of stuff y'all be asking for when y'all on the right side being extreme, and you on any side being extreme. Y'all got to recognize that a lot of the stuff that Trump be saying, he bought it on himself. Y'all see who did this? A white male Republican. That should let you know right there. That should let you know a lot.
And I don't know that anyone cares whether I denounce anything. I completely denounce this and all acts of political violence of the sort. Doesn't matter what the motive was. None of it matters. Trump is a terrible candidate and was terrible for the country as president, and he must be defeated by voting. If you defeat Trump with bullets, it's not really a defeat.
Nope.
The reality
is
that when you have an authoritarian that you're trying to stop, assassinating them, or particular if you try and fail to assassinate them, it actually enables them to be even more authoritarian and think about what they will now say is justified on the basis of this assassination attempt. Jonathan Chait wrote about this yesterday in New York Magazine. Trump already has spent years stoking the flames of violence, and this only allows him to do it even more. It's completely okay and coherent to say, I am terrified, saddened, and appalled by this attempt on Donald Trump's life as an individual. He survived by an inch. As far as we know now, if that bullet were an inch closer to Trump's brain, he would have been likely instantly killed. That's the most likely scenario. You could survive a gunshot wound to the head. Sometimes it happens. But there is a good chance that by 1 inch, Trump was golfing the next day rather than dead. And it's completely okay to say that is tragic and terrible. I'm glad it failed, but to still be ready to defeat Trump by voting in November. Now, there is a perspective that this absolutely helps Trump. We will talk about that a little bit later in the show.
That is our point, y'all, right there. Don't nobody want nobody to get deleted or nothing. Everybody with sense already know how to win when you dealing with politics, and when you see somebody that's a candidate running that's unsafe for the country. We all want the same thing. Hey, we all can vote. Everybody go vote that can vote, and that's how you win. Don't nobody be want no violence and people slapping each other in the face and all, shooting at each other and all kind of stuff. That is not how these things work, y'all. We're gonna get to the next video, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to David Pakman channel on YouTube. Let's see some more reactions, y'all.
I finally found it. I've been searching for the perfect.
Real fast. Make sure y'all subscribe to Fair and Balanced on YouTube.
Just absolutely most hardcore supporters across this country have always been quick to call for violence whenever something happens to him that they don't like. Right? He lost the 2020 election, so they immediately got on their message boards and on their social media accounts and said, we got to stop the certification of the Electoral College, which of course led to the Capitol riot. When the FBI went down to Mar-a-Lago, they called for civil war. When Donald Trump was criminally charged over and over and over and over again, they called for violence. When he was convicted, they called for violence. So, following the shooting on Saturday, the calls for violence have, of course, reached a fever pitch.
See? This is one of the problems, y'all. Y'all heard what Trump said. He said he could stand in the middle of the street, shoot somebody, and he ain't gonna lose no voters. That's cult. That's cult shit. Y'all got to cut that out. Like, that's crazy. And I see so many religious people. They done got so extreme. I'm like, wow, how is y'all religious people so extreme like this? Religious people now, y'all, they see Trump as Jesus. Trump is Jesus, but he greater than Jesus. That's crazy to me because I'm from the South. I'm from the Bible Belt. So I'm like, wow. I had to stay away from y'all crazy ass.
Here is a sampling compiled by Wired of some of the posts that Donald Trump's most ardent supporters have been posting since the events of Saturday. And just a warning here, I'm going to do my best to censor language where I can, but there is a lot of strong language, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to really censor it all. Let me start with this. This was from the message board, The Donald. One user says, I guess they really do want war. And then another person responded to that and said, let's give it to them. And then another added on, I'm ready. This is my last damn straw. Civil effing war. I'm ready to be done with this effing shit from Democrats. Then another.
See, y'all, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all got to get a grip. You got to get a grip on reality. Stop living in what they call it. Yeah, stop living in fantasy land. Like, come on, like, y'all crazy.
Another one on Facebook said this. They've been trying to take this guy out since he's been in office. Too bad for them. They missed probably their only shot at this failed attempt because they're about to really see what happens when you poke the bear for too long, i.e. true American patriots. F the DNC, F the rhinos, F the feds, and F the MSN, mainstream.
Oh, my. Y'all, the way these people be talking, it is scary. Shout out to Fair and Balance. Make sure y'all subscribe to Fair and Balance on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow them on Twitter and everything. Fair and Balance, Fair and Cousins be dropping a lot of good content. They be on point a lot. But, yeah, come on now. We got to stop with this extreme stuff. Like, we got to stop acting crazy. Our country, the whole world is looking at the USA and just shaking their head right now, y'all. Seriously, they just shaking their head. They like, what happened? It's like a whole half of the country just lost it.
Media. They should all be hung in the streets. On Telegram, this one. Laugh and smirk now, you leftists. See you next Tuesdays. But never effing forget, you will always reap what you sow.
Wait a minute. We got to read that. Wait a minute. Like, I'm calling people. See you next Tuesdays. Hold on, y'all. You're doing too much. You can't be doing that. That's ridiculous.
Another one on the Donald, the message board, wrote, war now. They don't want to live and let live. We need to finish what should have been done after the Civil War, eradicate and eliminate all Democrats and anyone who even thinks of being a Democrat. Another one wrote, I told my neighbor that if Trump had been killed, I would have pulled my kid out, quit my job, and started working on my wish list.
What? Let's read that, y'all. Let's definitely read that. He said, I told my neighbor that if Trump had been killed, I would have pulled my kid out, quit my job, and started working on my wish list. Y'all, come on. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Immediately at the rally, after the shots were fired and Trump was rushed off stage, this is what a person at the rally said, and this was picked up by Axios Media. Fake news, this is your fault. You're next. Your time is coming.
What?
All of these are calls for violence, calls for war, calls for death, whatever you want to call it. These are threats against the lives of the people on the left. Me, you, everybody else. I mean, this is insane. For the record, death threats are not a protected form of speech. That is something that I have researched just to double check. Death threats, threats of violence that make another person feel like their safety or security could be in danger, are not protected forms of speech. So,
did y'all hear that? Death threats, all that talking about, all that, y'all on Facebook making posts, sending text messages and all that, sending death threats, just telling people, oh, hey, I'm gonna do something to you, threatening people with violence. Y'all think that's freedom of speech? Little do you know it's not. Come on now, y'all.
So all of these posts that I have just read to you are in fact prosecutable.
Dang.
I mean, Wired took no time at all in finding all of these, and I guarantee you there's so many more that they didn't even put in here. But if these journalists can find them, so can law enforcement. And again, these are prosecutable statements. 100% prosecutable, because this is not protected speech. If we're serious about bringing unity to this country following the events of Saturday, then the people out there making death threats against the left, they need to be apprehended. They need to be taken in. And I don't just want these people prosecuted. I want them analyzed by a psychiatrist.
That's it right there, y'all. Did y'all hear what Farron just said? That ain't what we want. Like he just said, we don't want them to just lock somebody up and throw away the key. Don't address the problem. Nah, we be wanting people to get like a lot of us need. You need some therapy. You need your brain checked. You know, you need to talk to a mental health professional. Because if you feel like that, you want to go around threatening people's family and stuff just because they don't like who you like and stuff, you got a problem up here, and it need to be fixed. It's like a kink, like they say, a screw missing out the machine. We need to fix that screw. You need to replace it.
By a licensed mental health professional, because that's what they need. They don't just need to go be locked away. We need to get to the heart of why they're like this and try to fix that, so that they can once again become productive members of society that don't have these homicidal fantasies kicking around in their head. That's what needs to happen. Legally speaking, that's what should happen and can happen. The question is, will it happen? And the answer is probably not.
Yeah, that's the sad reality. That's why a lot of us live in reality, y'all, because we know how it is. Like Farron said, a lot of people be needing help. People be needing help, and a lot of people just don't get it. They don't get the help that they do need. But shout out, like I say, shout out Farron Cousins. Make sure y'all subscribe to Farron Cousins on YouTube. We're gonna get to the last video for the day. Let's go ahead and see some more reactions to it. Obviously, one of Trump ops trying to take him out. That's crazy. Well, get ad blocker soon, y'all. Don't even trip. I mean, not ad blocker, but pro.
Have reached out after the emergency. Are you?
Make sure y'all subscribe to Jesse Dollarmore on YouTube. Follow him on Twitter, everywhere. I mess with Jesse Dollarmore too. He drop a lot of good content. Real informative. If he stick to the facts, he's a veteran. Jesse Dollarmore cool with me. And he got a name like one of them black preachers. You know what I'm saying? So go subscribe to Sorry, Jesse Dollarmo on YouTube, y'all.
Are you wondering what this is?
Hey.
Don't worry about this. I got a mosquito bite on my ear, and this is how I'm bandaging it up.
Hey.
I saw Trump yesterday, and I figured he must have the best medical care in the world. And if this is how he's handling the nick on his ear, this must be the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice, right? Totally the right size for a tiny injury.
I ain't lying, that is funny because it is like screaming. Like when I seen him walking out of the RNC, I'm like, wait a minute. That's like one of the biggest band-aids. That I don't know if that's a presidential band-aid or like where y'all found it at, but I was like, that band-aid is screaming for attention. For real. Like, I get a nick or a cut or something on my finger, I'd be like, I want the smallest band-aid. Like, I don't want no huge band-aid. That one is screaming for attention. Shout out Jesse Dollarmo. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, share the stream.
Donald Trump did walk out to the throngs of adoring fans and devoted cult members yesterday with his obvious "look at me, someone took a shot at me" thing on his
ear. Band-aid, like, come on.
And the crowd loves it. The audience loves it. Surrogates love it. People who are there to worship at the throne of Donald Trump and the dear leader, they love it. They want to forward this narrative that this was a miracle. God saved Donald Trump. God is not done with Donald Trump. There are many things that God has in store for this man.
Lord.
They just come from politicians. And
Jesus the Lord. Thank you to the Lord. Because he saved Trump. That's what everybody's saying. With they ignorant self. Y'all stupid.
Dipshits all across the media spectrum. Newsmax and Fox News.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with Roger Marshall, who's a senator from Kansas, who is really putting this in historic terms. That we're writing history this week, and Donald Trump is going to be a part of that history. What else? I want to get it right here. And we're so grateful that God is not through with Donald Trump yet. He's here to lead us. We are here to put wind beneath his wings.
Oh, damn.
If you didn't know what you know about the cult, and you might.
I know Tim Scott done came out of nowhere. His old big teeth ass, he make me so sick. I be like, bro, sit your black, bald-headed, big teeth, Trump boot licking ass down somewhere. You look and sound stupid. I don't care what nobody say. You can talk proper all you want to anything, but when you black and you be trying to overly talk like a white person, you look like a dumbass. And you sound stupid. And white people don't respect you behind your back. Little do you know. They don't respect you. They just look at you like, yeah, you're a wimp noodle. They already can tell. But they like, wait a minute, this big black guy trying to talk like a white dude. Like, why? He clearly is black. Idiot.
You might think I'm exaggerating, but watch this.
We are making history today, that we're going to be writing history this week, that President Trump is part of this history. And just for him to still be alive is absolutely a miracle of God. And we're so grateful that God is not through with Donald Trump yet. And he's here to lead us. And
it's a miracle. I just said, yeah. This is one of the funniest things to me about religious people. Y'all always place God and his acts in places where only y'all want him to be. I'm going to say it again. Religious people, they like putting God only where they want him to be involved in. It's so much that happen in the world that happen every day, and people would never give God no credit or be like, oh, it's a miracle. God did this. Y'all need to chill out.
And we're here to win beneath his wings.
Yeah, amen. Well said.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Hey.
Isn't that the song? The Wind Beneath My Wings, the Bette Midler.
The wind beneath my wings.
This is embarrassing, right? I mean, not to them. They want to do everything they can do to impress the dear leader.
My wings.
What bothers me about this is that we're so grateful that God is not through with Donald Trump yet. Which intrinsically, inherent in that statement, is that God was through with the spectator who died at the rally.
See?
God's not done with Donald Trump. Nah, God was done with the spectator who lost his life protecting his family, who was a Trump nutter, to be sure, a racist and a bigot, but he was there, he protected his family, as you would expect him to do. He didn't go above and beyond, he did what was his job as a father and a husband.
Did what he was supposed to do.
But that is what Roger Marshall's saying. God's not done with Donald Trump, but he was done. I've had enough. Wasn't just him. Here's Tim Scott, another seated United States senator, talking about a miracle, talking about Donald Trump.
Oh, my. Yeah. Tim Scott is annoying to me. He's so annoying. I get tired of dude.
Being a lion who stood back up. Roar, so strong and mighty is the dear leader. Gross.
Did you know that there's an unexplainable wealth switch in the brain that has been hidden away and left?
If you didn't believe in miracles before Saturday, you better be believing right now.
If you didn't believe in miracles before Saturday, you better be believing in miracles now. See, y'all, this is what I be talking about with religious people nowadays. Y'all done got crazy as hell. Like, what do y'all see in Jesus that y'all see in Trump? Is what we don't understand. I ain't even religious no more. I'm just asking the question. Like, what is it about that boy Trump to where y'all feel like he proved a God exists and Jesus is Jesus' son? Y'all need to fix that. Like, what?
Thank God Almighty that we live in a country that still believes in the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the Alpha and the Omega.
Oh. This literally sounds like one of them damn sermons. It sounds like a sermon. I'm from the South, so y'all can't imagine what I heard. This is ridiculous. This is a shame. It's a damn shame.
And our God still saves. He still delivers. And he still sets free. Because on Saturday, the devil came to Pennsylvania holding a rifle, but an American lion.
Here we go, y'all. Y'all stop placing God and the devil only where y'all want them to be at. That's what y'all do. Y'all always be like, oh no, God wasn't here. The devil was here. Like, cut it out. Cut it out.
Lion got back up on his feet and he roared. Oh yeah, he roared.
The level of glazing. This boy is tap dancing. A lot of other words I can't say on YouTube. But this is horrible, y'all. He doing the C word, y'all. And y'all know what C word I'm talking about. This is what you call he doing a C word on a 1,000,000-degree level.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
The devil came to Pennsylvania holding a rifle, but an American lion got back up at his feet and roared after he wanted his shoes because his lifts were in there. And he needs to appear taller than he actually is because of rampant, crippling insecurity. He's an insecure lion. Cowardly lion, you might say. Here's Newt Gingrich going on and on about providence and God's choice in this matter. All of these people feign religiosity. They feign as though they are pious, righteous, mighty men of God. Here's Newt Gingrich, the multiple affair having, cheating on his wife while she's on her deathbed. Newt Gingrich acting.
Newt Gingrich out of here sleeping with thoughts. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me Newt Gingrich out here smashing thoughts while his wife on a deathbed? Oh, damn. Yeah, Newt, you're going to have to sit down. You're going to have to sit down.
Feigning as though he's has some insight into the mind of God and the decisions of God and what is not providence. Again, very gross.
He has to find a way to say to the world, our goal is not American dominance, but it is the end of violence and it is the end of countries invading each other. And can't we find a way to work together? And I think that's a totally legitimate. It's not I'm anti-Putin. I'm pro-peace. Yes. We'll see whether or not that continues. But so far, I can tell you, everything I've heard from his senior staff, everything I've seen in the media, I think Trump thinks that it was providential. Reagan, Cliff and I did a movie about Reagan, and then we did another movie on John Paul II. And when they meet for the first time, one of the things they compare is the fact they've both been shot. And why did God spare them? And
here we go, yeah. Here we go. It's just like when Trump got indicted for all them felonies. They made it a good thing. Niggas die every day, B. Niggas get grazed with bullets every day, B. Is it a good thing? Hell no. That's funny. Now it is. Y'all ignorant.
And it's a very profound moment. And I think the same thing here, that the Trump now has to say, and I think he knows this, and he said this to Gordon of the New York Post, by any reasonable standard, he should be dead. Because the shot wasn't that far away. It came that close to his head. In 9 out of 10 worlds, Donald Trump's dead.
9 out of 10 worlds. Well, maybe in the real world, Newt, since you ain't never shot a gun, you ain't realized how much horrible of a shot you is, just like Thomas Crooks was. This is what they're reporting. This is what the ballistics is reporting. This is what the news, CNN, everybody's reporting. Thomas Crooks was a horrible shot. Wow. Calm down, Newt. Don't nobody want nothing to happen to your boy. Only thing we want is for this brother to not be able to be in Washington, running the country, trying to sell secrets of the damn country no more. Like, come on, man. Sit down, Newt.
And in this one providential moment,
Newt, sit down.
Donald Trump's alive. Now, why did that happen? And one quick historical story. Washington, trying to save Braddock's army after it's ambushed by the French Indians, is on the biggest horse in the army, and he's physically the biggest man. He has 4 bullet holes in his coat, has 2 horses shot from under him. 10 years later, he's at a meeting with the Indians, and one of the chiefs says to him, "All of us were trying to shoot you. You were so obvious. You were on this big horse." He said, "I personally shot at you 13 times. He said, "Obviously God has some mission for you because none of us could hurt you." And that's
y'all always remember, God saved Trump. But a lot of our people in our families that we love and care about that ain't here, I mean, I guess God didn't save them. Damn. Y'all got to stop putting God and the devil wherever y'all want him to be. That's all I see from people.
That's part of the underlying sense that Washington had, that providence, and he talks about providential events. So that this word is not one that, just you can, both Lincoln and Washington use providential. I think Trump has to, at some level, really be thinking deeply about what is the mission God wants him to do.
What you just described, Newt Gingrich, is called coincidence. When Reagan and John Paul II got together, they commiserated about the fact that they'd both been shot. That's what they compared. A very profound moment, and I think you see the same thing here. He knows.
They compare.
By any reasonable standard, he should be dead. It's coincidence. Why does everything have to be ascribed to what God has done with these people? Can't it be just coincidence that some untrained shooter, zero training in tactics or how to calm your nerves before you take a shot?
I told you what I tell y'all. Most of y'all shoot just like dude. Y'all have no shot. You have no shot. But y'all, this is going to be the end of this stream because I don't want to be constantly talking about Trump and this stuff too long, y'all, and I don't want to bore y'all too much or nothing like that crazy. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We'll be streaming again later today. We got some old content to react to and break down and analyze. But make sure y'all staying safe out there. Don't be out there arguing with each other, all that domestic violence, political violence. We don't want no violence, y'all. We want peace. We want this election to go the way it's supposed to go. Get out there and vote. That's all y'all got to do. And y'all stop trying to blame. Like I noticed a lot of people is just blaming Biden. And I'm like, wait a minute, how y'all gonna blame Biden for Trump getting shot at? But I be having to understand, y'all is kind of crazy. I be having to understand. Okay, I see what's going on. This. But y'all, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. We will be back with more content. Make sure y'all staying safe. And hey, peace out.